Good morning, bon dia, shubha shakal. How are you all? I hope everyone is good. Welcome back. If the audio is clear, let me know. Everything should be clear. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Tamimi. Thank you, Shachin. Good morning, Gangjong. David, morning, brother. SK, good morning, brother. Israel, welcome back. Thank you, brother. Would love to wait a bit before starting to talk about this one. I gave the screenshot yesterday to talk about this one, so need to talk about this. It's important in my opinion, but it can be useless for you. I would love to explain this one, so I will explain this one before starting today's price action. Grand rising, it was expected, right? Good morning, Jerry. Al Mahamudi, walaikum salam. Good morning, Nozan. Seth, good morning, brother. Medolana, good morning. Mahadi, good morning, brother. Oh, good morning, fam. You didn't tell me anything. Okay. Good morning back, Mahadi. No good morning to you. Let me actually explain this one because I really don't want to wait for other people to join. Let me finish this first. So those people who are with me yesterday, we have talked about this price action and we told that this is the resistance zone. Market is going to take that resistance zone or the buy side liquidity. It is going to be taken. So that was my expectation while this market was falling from the new day opening gap. So there was the new day opening gap which has been vanished from my chart because it has already expired 5 days. So it's 6 days for that new day opening gap. So that is why it's not over here. It reversed from that new day opening gap, came back again until this entry fair value gap, very specific area, came to this entry fair value gap that was expected. Then this market went higher, trade this last fair value gap over here. So I'm not going to mark this last fair value gap. Instead, I would love to use this new day opening gap for the reversal. Market came back again, trade this order block from 15-minute chart, the bullshit order block, right? I'm not going to mark the mean threshold of that order block, but if you mark the mean threshold of that order block, you will see that it perfectly tapped to the 50% of that mean threshold, and then it went higher, closed the market like this way. So I told if market yesterday, okay, before closing, I told that if market failed to take this buy side liquidity by this PM session, after open market, the first job market will do, market will take that resistance zone or the buy side liquidity, which is going to be a line for me. Okay, this was the buy side liquidity I was looking for yesterday. So I was extremely bullish because it should work like that way. So what happened? Market opened over there. It didn't even take the risk to trade until this area. Instead, it has just opened over there. All the people who has taken sell here, those ICT PhD holder, okay, yesterday came to my live and started to say that it is going to fall. All of them has got stopped out around this area. While they have got stopped out here, this market came until this area, which is a new day opening gap low around this area. Market opened over there. This is the opening of the opening gap high, new day opening gap high. It's closed there, so it is the low of the new day opening gap. It is the high of that new day opening gap. Then market trade until the low of this new day opening gap. Fortunately, it has closed above the low of this new day opening gap. So what should it do? It should go for that 50% of that new day opening gap. It should reach until that area. But the very next candle closed below this new day opening gap low. What did I tell you yesterday? That new day opening gap low is called the entry fair value gap. The highest up close body close candle which has traded this entry fair value gap will be my order block if the next candle closed below that candle. So you can see this next candle closed below that candle. What does it call? That call that a perfect order block. So I'd love to mark the order block as it has traded the open. So I would love to mark the open of that order block. Now, first thing is when market opened there, keep going higher. didn't even tap to this new day opening gap. I don't like it. It should come back again. At least it has to trade this new day opening gap a bit. It opened, keep going higher, came here. It is called the reaction. Am I lying? Yeah, I'm lying. It's called the reaction. The same reaction you have seen here from there to there. It is called reaction. This is the same reaction from there to until this new day opening gap. Now the reaction from 15-minute chart is an opportunity to take entry in 1-minute chart, because 15-minute reaction is gonna be like, how many handle it is from there to there. It's near about 145 handle. If I can get 50 handle out of 145 handle, it's more than enough. 1-minute reaction, never try to catch that one. 15-minute reaction or reversal, both is applicable for to take the entry. It's very easy to get those type of entries from 15-minute reaction. This candle, while closed, it has been validated as an order block. So I need the confirmation that it is coming for this new day opening gap. Why? Because this is the real liquidity void. I want to see that market will work with the upper portion of this new day opening gap. Why? Because if market work with the upper portion of this new day opening gap, the lower portion will work as a breakaway gap. If it is a breakaway gap, then this market will be extremely bullish and it will keep going higher for the all-time high. Okay, so that was my expectation. I was expecting it will work until the 50% of that new day opening gap. Now it has been traded the high of this new day opening gap, then it started to go higher. Is it wrong? Absolutely not. It's absolutely good, because market is over jealous and it doesn't want to even trade the 50% of this new day opening gap. That is different matter. At the same time, I would love to add this on. This is not related with this price action. Around the morning session, while I was doing the psychological class, what did I tell you? Remember, it will react from there to until the entry gap. Now the entry gap can be below this low, this gap, or if you see here around this area, this can be at the entry gap as well. As it has traded this area, didn't trade anything else except the new day opening gap 50%, except that new day opening gap 50%. I can simply say that okay, it is good to go higher now without trading any PDRA from 15-minute chart. Why? Because the new day opening gap is extremely valuable or powerful comparing with 15-minute fair value gap or hourly fair value gap or weekly fair value gap or with anything else. It is extremely, if it has been traded some specific level from the new day opening gap or new week opening gap, it doesn't need to trade any kind of high time frame PDRA or 15-minute bullish fair value gap order block. Nothing need to be traded. Here you can see it has been tapped to the new week opening gap low. It doesn't need to come to this fair value gap. But if there was no new week opening gap low, then I would prefer that this market will trade here first, then it will go higher. Without trading this gap, if it go higher, it is called the random reversal. I don't like the random reversal. I would keep looking for selling opportunity until this fair value gap. As it has traded this new week opening gap low, this black line is the new week opening gap low from April 13, 2025. I don't need to see that this market has traded this fair value gap. Instead, I will say this has traded the entry fair value gap, which is this new week opening gap low, and then keep going higher. Let's come back here. While this market has validated this order block, and I am expecting this market will trade until the 50% of this new day opening gap. That is the maximum line. The 50% is the maximum line. The low hanging fruit is to the top of this new day opening gap. I would start to look for a selling opportunity over here. So let's come here from 1-minute chart. Okay, so this is that 15-minute order block. This candle come back again, trade that order. Am I live? Yeah, I'm in live. This candle come back again and trade that 15-minute gap. So I was waiting for some kind of displacement so that I can take that entry. Fortunately, very fortunately, it has taken this liquidity, this high, that high. All of this liquidity has been taken here. Trade this fair value gap. More importantly, this fair value gap, which is called the inversion fair value gap. If you are with me in the psychological class, you already know that where you should look for the inversion fair value gap. This is my perfect inversion fair value gap over here. Okay, price tap to this gap, take the liquidity, then violate this gap, it is called my perfect inversion fair value gap. Exactly where? To take the higher time frame liquidity and rejecting from the newly opening gap low. Can I take the entry from this inversion fair value gap? Of course you can take it, but I prefer to take the entry from here. If it tap to this inverse gap, I would love to take entry over here. As it didn't tap to this gap, I am not able to take the entry here. Why? Because now I'm not believing this entry fair value gap. While this market is reaching from there, it has been traded little lower, then it went higher. So I don't want to believe this inversion fair value gap anymore. I need the confirmation. Now, if I would love to go for the order block entry, which I will use from that inversion fair value gap, I can take that order block entry. If I want to look for the 22 YT model, which I was looking for because it has been traded the 15-minute bearish PDRA. Again, if you are with me around this psychological class around the morning session, you know that where you should look for 22 YT model. This is the bullish bearish PDRA from 15-minute chart. What is bearish PDRA? That order block from 15-minute chart. I am more interested to look for 22 YT model. This market fall, made a swing low, went higher, take the liquidity, gave me the market structure shift, very immediate reaction to that fair value gap, very immediate reaction, took that sell, closed my trade here to this entry fair value gap, which is around this area. That was my target over here. So you can see I closed it exactly to the 50% of that that entry bullish fair value gap, exactly to the 50%, because I didn't know that it will come for this last fair value gap or not, but I was confident that it will trade at least until the 50% of that entry fair value gap. Here I have done a wrong thing. This is the important thing which I came to explain. There was a gap. See this gap around this area. This gap is important. While this market has been traded this gap, I have to take the partial, because top rejection, constant encroachment rejection, market will keep going higher. It was possible. Now I really wanted to see that this market will be rejected from there and it will stop me out, because my stop loss was 1 tick above that candle. That candle has made the validate this fair value gap. So my stop loss was over there. While market came here, I wanted to see that it will go and stop me out. If it would happen, that then it would be a best explanation, but unfortunately it hit my target profit. So I'm not able to show you the loss, but I wanted to see that it will go higher and stopped me out, because that was more logical comparing with this fall. So my mistake was, while this market has came all of these lows and I have seen the top rejection here, top rejection there, I should have taken the partial around the 50% of this fair value gap. It is extremely important to take the partial to that level. Now you can say that, brother, I have taken the entry over here to this fair value gap. I have taken the entry over there, and if I take a partial to the 50%, it's gonna be 24 handle only. I'm not interested to take the partial over there. In that type of situation, you have to put a stop loss to the break even, because it's more logical to reverse the market from that area and then stop you out. Take that liquidity one more time, then it will fall. It is more logical. Now you won't get it, because man, this is just hindsight, right? I wanted to see it, it didn't happen, but most of the time it happens. That is why taking partial is so important in some specific level. If you ever see some entry fair value gap or the last fair value gap is respecting top, constant encroachment, or the low, any of this level has been respected for the first time, the next two level is extremely important to take the partial. So here I can see top rejection, then either the constant encroachment or the low rejection is more important. So you have to take the partial, either the constant encroachment, that is the best area to take the partial, or the low. But fortunately market came here and hit my target, but that is different matter. And then market started to went a bit higher, trade this gap. This constant encroachment has been rejected exactly over here in an inverse way. This is so obvious. Top rejection, constant encroachment rejection. I was expecting constant encroachment rejection as a bull way, but it has reacted from the constant encroachment in a bear way. Just let me show you the things here. How beautiful this rejection is. Look over here, how beautiful. Is there anything that can be more beautiful comparing with this? Brother, one candle went a bit higher, maybe not even one tick, okay, just a bit higher. From the constant encroachment to this close, it's not even one tick, less than one tick. Went that high, then fall. How beautiful it has been fall. Wick did the damage. Forget about the wick. This is how I prefer to use the fair value gap, top rejection, constant encroachment rejection. I was expecting in a bull way, it has been respected in a bear way. If it has been respected in a bull way, it won't respect in a bear way. So if you understand this thing, it will help you to take the partial to understand the price action, and you won't get upset if you see some kind of reaction from the constant encroachment. You are not going to get upset from that area, trust me, man. That was the information I wanted to deliver. So if you think it is insightful for you, I am happy. If you think it is useless, just let it go. Today I am not going to do any kind of pre-market analysis. I would love to see the PhD holder how they are going to say or talk to me. Like yesterday they were bearish, so what they are going to say, it's already in a deep premium, so they are thinking this is a bearish market or bullish market. I would love to see them. But those people who are with me around the psychological group, they know that what I'm looking for. Good morning, Kesing. Good morning, brother Gupta. Okay. Barrows, you have 54 points. 119 people are over here. Let me see how many likes did I get. Oh, not even 50% like I got. You guys are so difficult. We have PMI around 945. No trade is valid before 945. No trade is valid before 945. Please push the like button and subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. Next Friday, that means the day after tomorrow, I am going to give one 150k account for one people who has the highest point. I mean, out of 10 people, highest point holder. I'll choose one guy to give that one giveaway, and the next giveaway 150k account, I will give it next Monday. You don't need to worry about that point. And the last 150k take profit trader account, I'm going to give around next Wednesday. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Mick. DB, yes. What is yes, brother? Who can tell me that where I'm expecting this market will go today? Anybody can tell me that? I need to watch the psychology. You have to watch it, Jamie. 100, yeah, it's 150k test account from Take Profit Trader. Good morning, Archana. Alhamdulillah, how are you? I'm so good, Murshad. Epic Story said the PhD guy is digging the all-time lows. That was fun, man. Team up, I think so. To the moon, I think so. To the moon, absolutely. Thank you, Tamimi. You are not here for some days. What happened to you, man? Let us know what happened to you. Internet should be extremely good in Bangladesh. Why it is lagging? Is it lagging, brother? My target is 10,430 subscriber by today. Let's see if I can get it. New week opening gap high. Yep. Bullish. Yep. Who is that PhD guy? He was yesterday's PM session, brother. Not he. They were around the PM session. But then they left, I think. When Mahati actually timed them out, they left. Or maybe when they have seen that market is bullish, they left. Hey, Trip, SF, bullish, absolutely, brother. No, not at all. Okay. That's cool, man. It's not lagging. That is why I'm saying, I don't know. It will lag maybe. I don't know. Let's hope for the best, man. 10,418. Am I going to touch 10,430 subscriber? I need 12 more subscriber. I don't know where is the previous week high, Archana. I don't know that. I missed those PhD guys. Little bad, no worries, man. You're going to get it around today's PM session again. While I will make it not subscriber only chat. It's subscriber only chat, so you won't see them around this morning session. Manu, you are at the beginning today. Okay, you are at the beginning. Listen, I'm talking to Manu now. I'm not talking to anyone else. I'm just talking to Manu, only Manu. Manu, this chart, look at this chart, right? This is a chart, empty chart. In this empty chart, my first job is to go weekly chart to find out if there is something that is important from the weekly chart. If there is anything that is important from the weekly chart, I can see that there is nothing I can use from the weekly chart. Nothing at all. So I'm going to go to daily chart. Brother, think, just listen to me. In this daily chart, do I have anything I can count very important? Is there anything? Okay, all of this area I have a lot of volume imbalance. Of course, they are important. As I don't know how to use the volume imbalance, I'm not going to mark it. Instead, I can see there is some relatively equal highs. One high, that high from the daily chart. It is sideways candle, doesn't matter, because if you go to your 15-minute chart, you will see the liquidity over there, or 5-minute chart, you will see the liquidity, or 1-minute chart, you will see the liquidity, or 15-second chart, it will be the liquidity, clean liquidity. So this buy side liquidity is too much important for me from the daily chart. But before looking for the buy side liquidity, I have to see that where exactly from where this market is coming from. So I can see that it has been coming from this order block. Again, guys, I'm talking only to Manu and not anyone else. It has been traded that fair value, that order block. So it is coming from a logical level. So it can go for that liquidity. This high, that high, that high, that high, all of these high are relatively equal highs. So market is reaching for that relatively equal highs. It is my target. Now, if it reverse, what is going to happen? Why it is going to reverse? Because as I told, I have a lot of volume imbalance. It can be reversed from those volume imbalance, which I'm not interested to see, but it can reverse. If it reverse, I will have nothing to do. Why? Because I don't have any sell side liquidity. There is no relatively equal loss, nothing over here. So I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. I'm more interested to look for buy. Now, next question is, what is today? Today is Wednesday. What is Wednesday called? Trend is your friend. So you should believe the trend. It is your friend today. Let's go to the hourly chart. So from the hourly chart, all you can see is market is now trading the new day opening gap and the new week opening gap. At the same time, you have this high and that high. They are the relatively equal highs, which is the obvious liquidity. Okay, so this is your obvious liquidity. You will mark that buy side liquidity. Why? Because from daily chart, you know this market is going for this buy side liquidity, that extreme buy side liquidity. You need some lower buy side liquidity. So this is your obvious liquidity here. You have another buy side liquidity which is here, which is also an obvious buy side liquidity. So you have these two buy side liquidity. You don't need to predict that this market is going to take that buy side liquidity. If it can take this buy side liquidity, your job is done. If you can catch some move toward that buy side liquidity, your job is done. If it react from this volume imbalance or new week opening gap 50% and started to fall, are you willing to take sell? Why? Where is your sell side? Do you see any sell side? I have no sell side liquidity. While I don't have any sell side liquidity, I don't care about the falling. I would only look for the buying opportunity. Buy, I'll go for that. Sell, I don't give a shit. 15-minute chart. From 15-minute chart, you have to observe this new day opening gap high. So while this candle closed above this new day opening gap high, and the very next candle also closed above this new day opening gap high, it is almost confirmed that this market is coming for this dotted line. Why? Because first it has came and closed above this new week opening gap low. While it has closed over there, the next line is this dotted line. So if I can frame a buy above the new day opening gap here to here until this dotted line, I'm done for the day. Then market will take this buy side liquidity or that buy side liquidity or that buy side liquidity. I don't care about that. All I care, can market reach until this dotted line, because it can stop the market and send it lower again for this new day opening gap or this volume imbalance. It can send it until that area, even though I don't have the liquidity. So I don't need to worry about that. Until market is here, I'll look for the buying opportunity. Then I will observe this concurrent crossment to think about next buy or sell. Sell is of course is not my interest. No sell is valid to me. From 15-minute chart, is there any liquidity below this dotted line? If you see any liquidity, I don't have any, so I'm not going to mark them. But if I had some, then I would go for that liquidity level. Above that constant crossment, I have another buy side liquidity here from 15-minute chart. Just not going to mark it as I have marked that on. So I think it's more than enough to keep that buy side liquidity over here, not to mark another line. But this buy side liquidity, what market can do, it can take this buy side liquidity, trade the 50% of that week, then it can reverse without taking that buy side liquidity. It is also important. So if you want to mark more confident area, then you can mark this buy side liquidity as well. Why you are not looking for any sell side liquidity? Because I don't have any sell side liquidity. I have not even a single sell side liquidity. Brother, you have the sell side liquidity here. This is the support zone. No, it's not the sell side liquidity because body has closed below this low. If the body closed, it's not my obvious liquidity, so I don't care about that. If this market keep falling, I will do nothing. I'll simply do nothing. My trading opportunity is in between there to there. This is my trading opportunity. Okay, this is just for Manu. So if it happens, I'll trade. If it doesn't happen, I'm not interested to trade this market. Okay. Manu, do you get it, man? 2 minutes to go for 9:30 open. Remember, no trade is valid before 9:45. We will try the first presented gap, which I'm not interested to follow any kind of rule. But if the first presented gap entry is going to provide me the entry around 9:40 or 9:42, then I will leave that on, because just before the news I don't want to take that first presented gap. But for example, the gap has been created around 9:30 and the entry is around 9:31. I'll go for that trade. It's not according to our price action. The first presented gap is so simple, which is BC buy, CB sell. Target 25 handle, maximum loss 25 handle. Yesterday market didn't provide us the first presented gap from NQ chart, but from MNQ it has provided a perfect entry opportunity for MNQ. But NQ, it didn't give us any entry opportunity. Monday, it didn't work. Waiting for 9:30. Okay, I'm not going to mark the opening gap today because the opening gap is going to be huge from there to there. Or not from there, actually, my mistake. From here to here. It is a huge opening gap. Not going to mark that opening gap. Remember, no buy is valid below the new day opening gap low. No buy is valid from there. If I would love to take a buy, I will frame the buy above the new day opening gap high, except first presented gap. First presented gap doesn't need to follow any kind of rules. 3 seconds to go. BC buy, CB sell. First presented gap. No price action, nothing. I'm watching the price. I'm not reading any of your comment. So if you're asking me anything, I have no idea what you are asking me. I'm just watching the market to find any entry opportunity. Loving you is a losing game. Mhm. Ah, so hot. There you go. I love you. If there is a down close candle which is going to touch that line but not going to close below this line, for example, this candle closed touch that line but not going to close below this line, then the very next candle is going to close above that down close body close candle. I will take the buy from that order block without the first presented gap. It has to be a down close candle, and of course not like an indecisive candle. That means a very small body or something, or it can't close below this line. If it closes below this line, no, I'm not going to take that entry. I think it's the first presented gap according to me and ICT himself, because there is no other parallel gap. Okay, it didn't work. I think because of the volatility, it is not working. It didn't work actually. First presented gap didn't work. Not going to take any trade according to the price action, because I will wait until 9:45 for the news, and then I will take my next decision. Until 9:45, no trade is valid. This entry is according to the first presented gap, no price action. Sell, CB sell, BC buy. Simple. Watching this 15-minute candle, how it is going to close above that consonant crossment or not. If it close above this consonant crossment, the next line is this black line. If there was no the no news, okay, if there was no news, see this parabolic, that would be my buy. According to the price action, that would be my buy. It will tap to this gap, it would be my buy. But remember, it is not valid because now there is a news. If there was no news, this would be my buy. From there, from that gap, it would be my buy. As we have news, I'm not going to take the risk over here. According to the price action, that was the buy for me, but because of the news, I'm waiting for the, even if it works, I don't care, but not going to gamble over here. We'll wait for the news, then I will take the entry, because I know what I'm looking for. The news can send the market lower, take that sell side liquidity first, then it can start to go higher. So I don't want to take that risk. Remember, this entry I don't want to take, not from the first presented gap. I was talking about this fair value gap. See, there is a fair value gap. So market has taken the liquidity. You can see here, it has taken all of this liquidity, trade this fair value gap or this lowest down close body close candle. Now it is going higher from this fair value gap. So there is a new fair value gap which is here. I'm not going to take it because I'm just in front of my, just before the news. This fair value gap, I'm talking about this fair value gap. If there was no news, this would be my buy. If anyone would love to gamble, you can gamble, but I'm not interested to gamble over here. Because the news candle can come here, or it can simply take that sell side liquidity, respect that unfinished fair value gap, which didn't finish. The last fair value gap has been traded here. So it can trade this on, then it can start to go higher. I'm not interested to take that risk. If any of you would love to do the gamble, you can do that. Kiss the moon. Wait for the news. No trade is valid before the news. I'm putting it, but it is not a trade idea. I'm expecting it will work like this way. So I'm putting it like that way. But before the news, no trade is valid. No trade is valid before the news. Please try to understand that. Don't get confused. So we need to go for PMI news. So after PMI, then I will take my decision. I wish that it will take that the news will take all of this buy side liquidity. Maybe I don't want to see fall, but still that is gambling, right? Because I don't know what is going to happen. When I don't know what is going to happen, I should not enter into this market. Wait for the PMI, then we'll go for the trade. 2 minutes to go. Just 2 minutes. Wait for 2 minutes. If one of these buy side liquidity is left, I'll get my opportunity to take entry. If one of these buy side liquidity is left, any of them is left, I'll get my opportunity to take the entry. One needs to go before the news. Second. 20 second. 10 second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. It has closed above the consonant crossment. So the next line is this black line. This is the next line. If it close above this order block, I'll take the buy. If one body can close above this order block line, I will take the buy from this order block. I'm not able to put the stop loss over here, so I'll put my stop loss a bit here. Okay, it's just near about 33 handle. I have no way to make it much more smaller, so I'll take that risk. It has to close one tick above this order block. This is the first trade for today. I'm going to outline. There, if it tap here, I'll take the entry. If it doesn't take me, that's a different matter. First trade for today. So if it take me, I will take the partial actually. Here will be the partial. If it take me, there will be the partial. I don't know it will take me or not, but if it take me. Come on, radio. Finally. Take me. Take me. Come on, baby, take me. because I don't know how to use the premium and discount. That is why I'm trying to take the buy around the premium zone. My stop loss has to be below this order block. I'm not able to do that. That is why I just covered that constant encroachment of that new week opening gap as my support. Okay, I have covered it as my support. If I get stopped out, I will wait to body close above this order block one more time to take a re-entry. But let's see first if it take me, and then fly to the sky. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Take me, take me, take me, take me, take me, take me, take me. Come on. Don't do like yesterday. Please don't do that like yesterday. Man, it was 32 handle. Wow. 35 handle. Wow. If it could take me. Wow. I don't have even the propulsion block to take the entry, so I'm not able to frame any other trade without that order block. Nothing. Even above this order block, there is no fair value gap, so that I could take the entry from that fair value gap. I still don't have that on as well. So I have to depend on that order block. If it take me, I'll be okay. If it doesn't take me, then I won't be okay. Has been traded the rejection block already. Let's see if the reaction from the rejection block can take me. If this market comes to the 50% of this week or very near to the 50% of this week, I will remove this buy actually, and I will say that this is just a miss for unfortunate, because market didn't take me just for a bit. Just for a bit it didn't take me. As it came here already, I'm not going to keep this anymore over here. Okay, so because market has traded the 50% of that week here, not interested to hold the entry anymore from the order block. Instead, I would wait for the propulsion block to take re-entry if it can provide me that. Unfortunately, market didn't give me the entry just for a bit. Okay, just for how many handle? Like one, six. Just for one handle. Just for one handle, it didn't take me. Otherwise, it would be a perfect boom. That's just a miss. Unfortunate, brother. Took in it in MNQ, tapped to order block. How can it be so beautiful, the MNQ comparing with NQ? Come on, man. Murad, I'm gonna hate you, man. That was my buy, okay? That was my buy. Yeah, if you guys are trading MNQ, then of course you have got the trade. Okay, I believe that most of you are trading MNQ, so you have already got the trade. Who has taken that trade? Most of you are trading the MNQ. Don't lie to me, because you are trading here. That should be the first partial here. That should be the first partial. You know the target, right? This is the target. So you have already got that trade. You should have got that trade. Brabi, you have got this perfect. Anyone else? Navin got it, brother, on MNQ. Yeah, most of you are trading MNQ. I know that. But in NQ, it didn't give me. But MNQ, perfect entry from the order block. Your target has to be. I have shown you the target, right? Like this is going to be the target. If you hold your trade one tick above that line, you are gambling. Better put it a bit lower. A bit lower. Okay, don't go for 100 handle. Okay, make it 100 handle. Make it 100 handle. Just 100 handle. And hold it for that 100 handle. Too volatile, so no trade. Okay, Gangzhou, no problem. But it was so obvious entry. Okay, so obvious entry. I want to see an unfilled gap now, some kind of unfilled gap now. What is the reason? This body has closed above the consonant crossment. The next body has to come. The few candles has to come to this black line. Even though it will go over there, I don't give a shit. I will close my trade to this buy side liquidity. Okay, now it came to this order block to take me. Are you kidding, man? Are you kidding, man? This is absurd. This is absurd. Now it came tapped to the consonant crossment here. This is that consonant crossment has been tapped. Order block has been traded. Should go higher. But I think most of you got stopped out to the break even. If you trailed your stop loss, you have already got stopped out to the break even. And you should trail the stop loss to the break even. 50 handle partial is not like a small win. Okay. Price has been reacted from 1 minute last fair lookup. I won't be able to see that because my chart won't provide that 1 minute last fair lookup. If it is reacting from that 1 minute last fair lookup, then this is the reaction, just the reaction. It will go higher again. So I would love to take the buy from the propulsion block, but this is the propulsion block. I have no idea how can use this propulsion block to take the entry. So let's see if it can make another propulsion block to take re-entry opportunity. If you took entry here, you are gambling. Don't do that. While it came here and then reversed here, you can't take the entry from this order block anymore. You should not leave this order block anymore. The entry has to be from that area, which has been provided from MNQ, not from NQ. So if you are trading MNQ, you have already got that run. Maybe you have taken the partial and then you got stopped out to the break even. It's absolutely okay to get stopped out to the break even after taking a partial of near about 50 handle partial, then stopped out to the break even. I think it's absolutely okay, but no trade is valid right now from that order block. I have to depend on the propulsion block. One body has closed above the consonant crossment, the next body has closed below this consonant crossment. That means this idea that it will come to this this black line is gonna be disaster. I mean, it's gonna be destroyed. No way to think that it will come over here until the next body close above the consonant crossment. If this body doesn't close below this consonant crossment, I'll be 90% sure that this market will come here. So let's see if it can provide me another opportunity to take entry. One minute last fair lookup reaction sent the market lower, willing to look for another buying opportunity until market is above this first presented gap. If this can trade this first presented gap one more time and make another lowest down close body close candle lower than that candle, I will use that candle as my order block again and will go for buy again. This candle has been traded the 50% of that order block, closed below the 50% of that order block, if I'm not wrong. Let me check. Yeah, it has closed below the 50% of that order block, so it's not the propulsion block. Either way, the propulsion block can't be below the order block, so it's not the propulsion block. You have this buy side liquidity. Market has engineered more buy side liquidity. It is going for that buy side liquidity. All I need a propulsion block to take re-entry. Look what I'm looking for here. Propulsion block. I'm not asking about 22 YT model. I'm not asking about breaker block. I'm not asking about inversion fair value gap. I'm not asking about turtle soup entry, nothing. I'm waiting for the propulsion block. So some specific area you will wait for some specific things. 10,421 subscriber. I just need 9 more subscriber. Those people who are afraid after seeing this fall, just be patient. If any of you would love to take the sell, go for it. This can be my buy. Not going to take it, but it can be my buy. Stop loss will be like here. It's a perfect buy. I'm not going to take it for until this fair value gap. Not going to take it, but it's a perfect buy. I will wait for propulsion to take my entry, but this is one of the perfect buying opportunity from this week 50%. Sorry, the new week 50%. New week opening gap 50%. Until that bearish fair value gap, it's one of the best perfect buy opportunity. I will wait for the propulsion block. If I get the propulsion block, I'll frame my next buy. If I don't get it, I'll not take the entry. Home sales is a medium impact news. I don't care about that. I am not expecting volatility from that home sale news. Of course, it can be because right now the market is little volatile, but especially there should not be any volatility around the home sale. It's one of the perfect buy. I'm not going to take it because I will show you that a specific area I wait for a specific entry opportunity until this area. Okay, that is another buying opportunity. Stop loss for 23 handle, perfect entry, I mean profit for 42 handle. Wow. I'm sorry. Who told me that home sales is around 10 and I told that I'm not expecting volatility? I'm sorry to you, brother. It is more volatile than the PMI, brother. What is the PMI? It is more volatile than the PMI. I'm sorry, brother. Oh man, come on. Made the exact highs. Look over here. It has made the exact highs. That is going to be taken. See that buy from this new week opening gap low to until this fair value gap. That is a perfect buy. I was waiting for the propulsion block. I have got the propulsion block, but I will use the body only. So if the next body can close above that body, I will take the buy from that propulsion block. If there is one body that is going to close one tick above that line, I will take the buy from that propulsion block. So from there, stop loss has to cover the order block open only. Still that is 31 handle. Target is going to be this buy side liquidity. All I need a body close one tick above this propulsion block. Sister, Guinea Tricket. What happened, sister? This how I dance. 15 minute BC, Tito IC, thank you. What happened? Nicolo. And I think I should wait a bit, okay? Today trend is my friend, don't forget about that. This market is little messy, so I think I should wait a bit. So not going to frame any trade, would love to wait a bit. But so far you can see this candle has traded this 15-minute bullish gap, which is over here. It has traded this bullish gap. That candle, see, tapped to this bullish gap. It's a perfect time to go for flying. It's a perfect time for flying. Nothing happened. You always call me brother. Oh, okay, you are my sister. Okay, I'm so sorry. Sorry, brother. Sorry, sister. Kenny Tricket. Okay, I'll remember that you are my sister. There is no. I mean, we all are friend. Okay, friend doesn't have any gender. Friend means friend. The next body will close one tick above this order block. I'll take the buy. I know it's risky, but I'll go for that. I should take the entry where the body will close, but I can't do it because the stop loss will be huge. So I'm not going to take the entry where the body will close. Instead, I would love to take my entry if it can come back again to this order block. So if it tap to this order block again, then I'll be in the market, because I can't take my entry from here. The stop loss will be like huge for me. So I don't want to take that huge stop loss. So now I'm in the market and I would love to take some partial around 1:1. So 27, I think here. I'll take the partial here, okay? So 1:1, I'll take the partial. My stop loss is for 27 handle. I'll take the partial around 28 handle. So my first entry for today, this is my first entry. Of course, a very difficult trade, but still this is my first trade for today. I know that my stop loss has to be below this order block. So below that candle, I can't do that. It's nearly impossible for me, because from here to here, it's going to be 91 handle. I can't do that. So I will put my stop loss below that week 50, new week opening gap 50%, and would love to take 1:1 partial. Then we'll put my stop loss to the break even. We'll go for that buy side liquidity. This is the only thing that can make this trade fail. I should take the partial to the low of this gap, but I would love to go for 1:1. Loving you is a losing game. Come on, baby, come on. Close above that line so that I can use this one as my propulsion block. So difficult price action, okay? So much consolidation. The best area to take the partial is the below of that fair value gap, but it is not going to be like 1:1. So that is why I'm not taking the partial over here. But that is the best area to take the partial because this is the only barricade that is holding the market to take that buy side liquidity. I'm trying to catch 1:1. I hope that it will give me a 1:1. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Don't break my heart. Don't break my heart. By the way, if anyone has taken this trade, make sure that you have taken the partial to the low of this gap, okay? Please do that. Because I'm not, okay, perfectly it has given it. We'll put my stop loss here. We'll take a small risk, a very small risk. This area. I'll take that 10 handle loss. Okay, I will be okay with that 10 handle loss. You don't need to take that risk. You can put your stop loss to the break even. I would love to put it just below that candle. See this candle just below that candle here. Not 10 handle, it can be a bit higher. Okay, so 12 handle 3 tick. I'd love to take that risk, but you don't need to take that risk. You can put your stop loss to the break even. That's my target. Used this week 50% as my support and didn't made me disappointed. Now I have the propulsion block here. This is the propulsion block. Want to see that it will respect this propulsion block and keep going higher. But if I take that 12 handle loss, I'm okay with that. You don't need to take that risk. You can put your stop loss to the break even. If you get stopped out to the break even, be happy with that. I don't want you to give some losses. 28 handle profit, okay, not bad. Heart is not broken, absolutely, brother. As it has traded the open of that propulsion block, I'm going to mark the open of that propulsion block, okay? All I need a body close above this gap because this is the only barricade that can stop the market and send it lower. This is the only barricade, so I need body close above this fair value gap. Still now nobody has been closed above this gap. You can see nobody has been closed above this gap. I need the confirmation. As I have this propulsion block now, I believe that it will go higher and closed above this gap now. Let's see. I need speed very soon. Speed now. One candle will close here somewhere, okay? Exactly here. It will close exactly very near of this line. So maybe around this area. Body close around that area. I need a body close around this area which is going to break this gap with speed. It should give me the speed right now. Come on, give me my speed back. You have done all the job. Come on. More speed, not impressed. Very near to this line, very near to this line, at least until this area. Come on, come here, come here. Stop loss is now below that low. Come on, man. It's not impressive candle. I need a candle close here. But the good thing is one body has closed above this fair value gap. So if that very next body failed to close inside this gap or below this gap, I believe that it will keep going higher. All I need a gap that will be unfilled. That's all I need now. $19,023 is the 50% of the new week opening gap. So this dotted line, see this black line is aligned with that dotted line. So this is the 50% of that new week opening gap. So while there is one body has closed above this dotted line and the very next body has closed above this dotted line, I'm 99% sure this market is coming for that high or that black line. It is coming over here. So it has closed here now. Now I am impressed. Okay, I am impressed. Now my stop loss will be one tick below that fair value gap. Just one tick below that fair value gap. This fair value gap. No, I'll put it a bit lower. Actually, below this candle, I'll put it below that candle over there. As I didn't get the unfilled gap, so I'll put it over there below that candle. Though I know that it should not break the constant encroachment of this gap, but I don't want to take that risk. I would love to put it below this gap because we can did the damage. Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. Got me. Okay, not bad. This is really a difficult price action, man. Come back again, trade that propulsion block and the water block one more time, then going higher. So difficult. See, this is not a good price action. Try to understand. It's not a good price action. We have worked with the constant encroachment and the other levels like water block, everything, but all the price action is not so good here. If you mark 935, let me check. This one is a order block. If you mark this candle 934, then you are right. Either you have to mark 934 or you have to mark 936. If you mark 936, this is the most sensitive order block. If you mark 934, that is consecutive order block. 1, 2, 3 consecutive order block. So this is the consecutive order block. Then this candle is the propulsion block, which is 939. 939 is the propulsion block. Got you, Morad? Did you get it, Morad? Okay, I need the clean space. Man, I deserve boom, man. I don't need to catch that whole run. I framed my trade from here, from this order block, right? From here to here, it was a 64 handle run. Come on, man. I got 28 handle and then I got stripped out here and near about 25 handle. 28 handle partial, 25 handle closing. Still, it's a good trade. Even all of this price action, I used this 50% of that week. I deserve the boom, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. It is an horrible price action. Absolutely. Manu. It's an horrible price action until now. But let's wait. It will be better, I guess. for the first time when it worked with this order block. That was a perfect trade for 50 handle from M and Q. I believe that most of you are trading the M and Q. So from that candle to 50 handle, it's a perfect 50 handle partial. Are you kidding, man? 50 handle partial. Come on, man. I started in his telegram advising turn your charts off, trust me. Yeah, it's a bad area to trade right now. It's the worst area to trade. But it is going to be so beautiful, trust me. It's gonna be so beautiful, and the market is going to take all of this buy side liquidity. Trust me for a bit. Let it make its decision, then we will talk about this. Just give it a bit time. It was a good trade. You managed your risk. Hey Jenny. Hey Jenny. Sister, are you new here? Israel, thanks for that boom, man. Danichu, boom. Danichu, what is the color of your account today? 15-minute chop candle, so I wait. Yeah, I have seen that candle. To be honest, it has made me disappointed, but look at this buy side liquidity. This high and that high. Look at this high and that high. What do you see over there? It's gonna be beautiful. It's going to be so beautiful price action. This high, that high. What do you see? Is there anything can be more beautiful than this double top? It is going for that buy side liquidity. Just need a bit time. If it close above this candle, this is my new buy. This is going to be my new buy. Stop loss has to be below this order block, and I can do that. I can do that. $15, $14, $13, $12, $11, $10. Remember, stop loss is 21 handle, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If there is a fair value gap, I'll take the entry from this fair value gap. If there is a fair value gap. Actually, I should take the entry from this candle because this is the consecutive order block, but the stop loss is not going to support my idea, so I'm not going to take it. That is the entry, and oh man, this is all the new week opening gap constant encroachment, right? Wow, I have made a mistake because it was coming from the new week opening gap constant encroachment. I shouldn't take that entry, but it is what it is. I have already taken it. I will take the partial here. I'll hold my trade until this area, until this gap. I've done the mistake, and it is what it is. It is not a valid trade. I shouldn't take this trade because it was coming from this constant encroachment of the new week opening gap CE, okay, the 50% of that new week opening gap. I shouldn't take that entry. Still, if it hit my target, I'll be so lucky because it hit my target, but I shouldn't take that trade. Okay, it didn't work because it was coming from that constant encroachment. Otherwise, it was a perfect trade. If this candle closed there, this next candle didn't tap over here, then I would get the opportunity to take the partial. That was a bad idea. We'll go for the next trade while this market will close above this line or that black line, constant encroachment. I don't want to take any other risk for the partial around this area, so we'll wait to body close above this line, then we'll go for another buy for this buy side liquidity. It is going to be taken. $50-minute bullish fair value gap, 50% has been traded. It will keep going higher. As I have taken the loss here from this order block, see, it has closed here. I can take the rebuy over here, and trust me man, 99% I'm sure it is going to work, but not going to take that risk because this can stop me again. Okay, but let me show it to you. From there, stop loss is going to be here. 99% I'm sure it is going to work. Wherever it will close, let him close first, then we'll see. Let him close first. Okay, not going to take it because I will wait to body close above this week CE, then I'll take the buy. It has closed there. I can't take the buy over here, so I will wait to see if this market can tap to this candle here. If it can tap to this candle, that is the next buy. This will be the partial here. That gap will be the partial. This gap will be the partial, and this will be the target. See how it is going to work. I know that it will work, but I just don't want to take that risk. If I were alone, I would go for this trade. It fall a bit, I'm already in the market. Not exactly tap to this line, fall a bit, okay, so that I can take an entry and cover that high of this first presented gap. But if it tap to this line, that is the best case of scenario. See this, and this will be my target. This gap is going to be my target. If I were alone, I would go for this trade again. I'm so much confident about this one. I'm 99% confident this will work because this is the logic. But here I did a mistake. While this candle tapped over there, I shouldn't take that buy. I have to wait for this candle. This candle closed, it went a bit lower. I am already in the market. Take the partial. This will be the target, or if I would love to hold it until here, it will go over there. If it can make a fair value gap here, I will take the buy from that fair value gap again. For example, this is the fair value gap. I'll take the buy from this fair value gap again. Stop loss is going to cover. I should cover the candle which is going to make that fair value gap, but not able to do that because of the stop loss. So I'll put it in a logical level after seeing this. Okay, so here I will put my stop loss and this area and that area. This buy, I would go for that buy. Whatever happens, I don't care. I would go for that buy if I were alone. So this time I'll take the buy from this fair value gap, which is above the order block. So if it take me, I'll go for the trade again for this area. It is going to work for that area. See this boom from there to there, boom. It is so much confident entry because this order block is so strong order block. But I missed only thing is that reaction. I shouldn't take that entry from there. I had to take the entry from here. First time reaction, then next time is going to grow. Market is going to hit the buy side liquidity, the extreme buy side liquidity. Just missed that thing while I was framing the trade. I never say that after taking the entry. I never say that I shouldn't do that. If I do something wrong, I told that okay, I shouldn't do that because it is wrong. It is wrong. But next time this entry is perfect entry. 99% I was sure that it is going to work. It's not choppy anymore. If ICT even told that to close this market, he is wrong. This market has done the choppiness. Now it is going for that buy side liquidity. Trust me. It has done the choppiness. Everything is done. The only thing was remind is this fair value gap has to be traded. Failed to take the extreme low. Take all of the lows has been taken. Now it is going toward the direction it should go. If ICT told to close the chart, then he should close the chart, not us. That's my experience, that's my knowledge, okay? But of course I'm not going against ICT himself. ICT is ICT, so he's always right, I am wrong. Now it is going to hit my target. The job is done. Let's see if it can take me with him or not. After seeing this fall, you are scared. Now it is going to fall for this. No man, this fair value gap is the 50-minute bullish fair value gap. It has traded the 50% of this 50-minute bullish fair value gap. Perfect area for reversal. Started to reverse exactly from this first presented gap after making the order block, then boom. This reaction was expected. To be honest, it was expected. I was just unlucky because I forgot that it is the consequent crossment because I was so much in depth of this price action. So I forgot about that black line. So while I pushed the button, then I remembered, oh, this is the consequent crossment reaction, and this reaction can stop me out. Manipulation is been done here. This is the manipulation. It's done already. Now trend is my friend. Every single time it will take some sell side liquidity, and higher market structure shift is my buying opportunity until this buy side liquidity, that buy side liquidity. Now it will keep going higher now, only higher. Let's see if it can come back again. If it come back again here, I'm not going to take the buy from this area. I will wait for the order block to take my buy. So this buy is not valid anymore. If this candle could tap over here, that could be my buy. As it went too far, now if it come here, I will wait for the order block to take re-entry. I don't think so it will give me the chance because manipulation has been done. 939 missed one take profit, so I took the entry one take profit at 1021 candle, closed and done for the day. 1021 candle, let me check the 1021. You took the entry from that candle. Let me see. I didn't have to over there. Chop is done. Okay, so those people who are thinking that this is a choppy market, chop is done. Trust the wizard, at least for those buy side liquidity. It was difficult until this fall. Until that fall, it was difficult. Then it is not difficult anymore. It's so difficult to talk against ICT, okay? When ICT is told that we should close the chart, it's really so difficult to talk against ICT. But my experience, my knowledge is telling me that, brother, chop is done. Now you should keep looking for the buying opportunity. Anytime lower manipulation, keep looking for the buying opportunity. It will keep going higher now. All the chop is done, manipulation is done, everything is done. Now it's time to fly. Yeah, I know, brother. I told that just give me some time. It's gonna be so beautiful price action. Just for some time, so until this area. Now when this manipulation has been done, market has perfectly do the top rejection, constant crossment rejection from 15-minute chart, job is done. The lowest down close body close candle which has traded this fair value gap, the first presented fair value gap, is going to be my order block. First presented order block or 15-minute order block. I have those 15-minute chart here, top rejection, constant crossment rejection, buy side liquidity is over here. First reaction from the constant encroachment. If the constant encroachment was not there, I wouldn't get stopped out over here. So wick did the damage. Even the body failed to go a bit lower of that order block. So wick did the damage just because of this constant encroachment rejection. Otherwise, that would be my profit. That would be my profitable trade. So next time, while this market came here, this is the next entry opportunity from the order block level, because you knew that you got stopped out just because of the reaction of the constant encroachment. This candle close, you should push the button without holding anything, without waiting for anything. You should push the button. If it is too far, any kind of lower run is your buying opportunity from there for the buy side liquidity. While market has made this fair value gap, I'm not saying this is 22 YT model, but that is the next entry opportunity from this fair value gap. Most of the time it is called the unfilled fair value gap. Most of the time this is the unfilled fair value gap. Order block, constant encroachment, so mean threshold of this order block, boom. This buy side liquidity is something that has to be taken. It has to be taken. Even while this has created, I told that if I were alone, this is my entry. I will go for this trade. I don't care about anything. I will go for this trade. Whatever happens, I don't care. I will take this trade. Take the partial here, close my trade to this parallel gap. But as I'm in live, so every pushing button is so like responsible pushing button. Why not adding the 50-minute last fair value gap? It was rejected 5 times. Maybe we should wait until it broke. Is there any 50-minute last fair value gap? I didn't know that. Jack, where were you, man? See, I was looking for you. This is why I love you. I even didn't know that there is a 50-minute last fair value gap. I even didn't know that. Yeah, of course you can wait for that. But either way, they are going to be broken. This is just the reaction of the last fair value gap from 50-minute chart. They are going to be broken. Market is going to take that buy side liquidity, then that buy side liquidity. This is the extreme buy side liquidity. Even if it missed this buy side liquidity, this is going to be taken. What is the reason? Body close above the constant encroachment confirmation. It is coming to this black line, that's for sure. If it comes to this black line, I prefer to take that buy side liquidity. It should not stop over here. It should take that buy side liquidity. Any kind of lower manipulation now, I'll go for that buy. See this clean run, I can take that run from this candle. This is the area where I should take that run with so much confident it is going to work. So much confident. I don't hold my trade for 103 handle. I can simply hold my trade until this last fair value gap from this area. So for 61 handle, it's my so clean entry. If I were alone, that would be my buy. I don't care about anything else. Now, is it hindsight? No. Even it has started to run, before it started to run, I talked about this. But in live, I can't do that. So I can simply say that I will go for that. I'm 99% sure it is going to hit that fair value gap. You know how to use the order block entry. That was just the reaction stopped me out. And then boom. I told you 3 times. I missed Jack. I was watching the market, man. Not this one. Which one then? Okay, this one. I missed your trade. I missed your comment, brother. They are going to be broken. Either way, they are going to be broken because it has to come to that line. It has to come to that line. It has to come to that line. There is no other way. Not this one. I got it now, Jack. Did I get it now? So just let's see if it can give any kind of lower manipulation so that I can enter into the market to take the buy again. Boom, love the way you read the price. I'm funded, but I feel really good reading the price like you. You inspire me every day to do. Every day I learn something with you, lol. Buy said liquidity fair value gap. Man. I will just mark a line so that I can remember this is the high of this last fair value gap from 15 minute chart. Okay, I'll remember that this is the high of this area. This fair value gap is the strongest fair value gap ever. Whatever fair value gap you have learned in this chart, this is the strongest fair value gap ever. Now here pushing the button is there is some rules for that. Which candle is going to make that fair value gap? You have to put a stop loss one tick below that candle, just one tick below, not even two tick, just one tick below that candle. If it is going to work, it is not going to stop you out over here. That candle has met the liquidity level fair value gap. Okay, I think it's not the liquidity level fair value gap. Yeah, it's not the liquidity level fair value gap because it has created above the liquidity, not exact the liquidity. Who told me that it's a liquidity level gap? I marked it in the wrong way, man. It's not the liquidity level gap. It has created above the liquidity. The liquidity level gap is exactly to that liquidity level, man. Who was that? I'm gonna kill you, man. It has to be exactly to the liquidity level. So this is the liquidity line and market has created that gap above that line. It's not the liquidity level gap. Liquidity level gap has to be like this. Like this. The liquidity is going to make the fair value gap. That is called the exact liquidity level fair value gap. It is above the liquidity level. Here, this is the liquidity level, see, and the market has created the liquidity level gap above that liquidity. Can that gap is inverse gap? That gap doesn't have any value. This gap doesn't have any value to me. I thought it's the liquidity level gap, sorry. Okay, I don't know. Okay, brother, you just told that liquidity level gap and I didn't mark it in an exact way, so I also thought this is the liquidity level gap. So it's not your fault, it's my mistake because I see that this is the liquidity level gap. If it was the liquidity level gap, it would never take that low. Never ever it will take that low. If I can find another opportunity to give you that, I'll show that. Okay, if I get something, I'll show you that. The high. Yeah. All of this fall, don't get scared. This fall is just kind of what to say, I mean, the reaction or the liquidity taking run. After taking the liquidity, it will go higher again. From the 50-minute last fair value gap, inversion fair value gap for me is something like this. There is a fair value gap. Okay, maybe there is a fair value gap. Price tap to this fair value gap, take that buy side liquidity, then closed below this fair value gap, then it's going to be my inversion fair value gap. I would love to take the sell from that inversion fair value gap, but here you can see there is no those type of situation, no fair value gap over here that I can see this retracement and liquidity taken. So I can't use any fair value gap over here as my inversion fair value gap. So let's say if it fall a bit, that is my new buying opportunity. No problem, brother. Smile, no problem, brother. I should have been more careful about that. I'm not thinking about sell. I'm looking for buying again. New buy. So any kind of fall is my buying opportunity. This is now a shallow run. This high has been taken over here by a shallow run. So if I see the shallow run, that is my obvious liquidity. This is my new liquidity level. New buy side liquidity is over here. That has to be taken, which is called the obvious liquidity. In the psychological class, whatever I told you, please follow that. Whoever got the profit, stop over there, exactly over there. You should not go for re-entry opportunity. I can't use this candle as my order block. If it could tap to this gap, which is called the entry gap, this is the entry gap, this is the breakaway gap. So if it could tap to this entry gap, I could look for the order block to take re-entry for that buy side liquidity. As it didn't do that, I'm not interested to use this gap as my order block. Jack, can you tell me that exactly what is the low of that 50-minute last parallel gap? What is the low of that 50-minute last parallel gap? Can you please tell me that? Absolutely impossible. Manu, did you take that buy? 28 handle buy. Did you take that buy, Manu? Then while I was talking about this buy, did you take that buy? This buy and that buy. Did you take? So if you miss the best price action, then you will say it is absolutely impossible. No, brother, you are wrong. You missed the best opportunity. Why didn't you take that buy? Perfect buy here, perfect buy there. Why didn't you take them? Uh, 19107.50, 107.50. Thank you, brother. Remember, it's not an area to look for the buy. It's not an area to look for a buy. I'm watching how it is going to react with the 50-minute last fair value gap low with this fair value gap. So if it give me some kind of confirmation over here that is going to tell me that it is going higher, then I'll frame the buy again. It's for observation, not for taking entry here. Entry gap. What is the entry gap, brother? This is the 50-minute last fair value gap low. This is the 50-minute last fair value gap high. This is the high. This is the low. This is the buying idea. Okay. This is the buying idea. So if the body close above this candle, then this is the buying idea. If the body doesn't close, no buy. If the body doesn't close above this line, then I will expect this market will come here, then it will give me the buying opportunity. partial 1:1, and then we'll hold my trade until this area if it can reach until that area where I'm expecting this market will go. I mean, this is not the area where I'm thinking this market will go. This is the high of this 50-minute last fair gap. That is why I'm trying to. I will try to hold the trade until this area. No, it didn't work. We'll see if the body doesn't close here. It will close above this line. I'll take re-entry over there. So body I will use here for the 50-minute last fair gap low. Body doesn't close. I will take re-entry while it will go above this area again. Body closed below this, no entry. Next buy is from here. Otherwise, I'll let this go. So this one, I'll let them go. Today's first buying opportunity is from here. That is the best area to take the buy. This all is not good area. This is the only area where I should go for the buy. This is the best area for taking the buy from here. If I miss this trade, I have to force the market because the obvious liquidity which was exactly over here has been taken. The obvious liquidity, it has been taken over here. So I have to force the market to give me some more entry opportunity. Here I have tried this one, forget about that because it was a sudden pushing button, because that was my mistake. I didn't see this is not the liquid level gap. I saw on comment and I thought it's the liquid level gap. If it provide me any entry opportunity from here, I'll go for that buy. Exactly the same logic, order block logic. If it doesn't provide me the logic, order block here, I'll look for the order block entry from this area. 17 handle loss, I think it was 17 handle loss, will be mitigated with my next trade. Same thing here, 15 handle loss will be mitigated with 60 handle profit. Same thing will be here, 17 handle loss will be mitigated with near about 60 to 17 handle profit. I took the entry at 1247, 1042, 1042. You took the entry from there. This one I can't use the order block because market didn't trade any fair value gap. So I can't use this one as an order block. I had to use 3 PDRA. One PDRA is down close body close candle. Second PDRA is this fair value gap. Third PDRA is this order block. So I had used 3 PDRA instead of 1 PDRA to take the buy over here. Market came to this entry gap. It will close above this candle. That's my new buy from that order block. This is the order block. One run has taken the buy side liquidity, little retracement, new buying opportunity, new buy. Has done the manipulation according to the trend is my friend day. It has taken the liquidity. Any kind of buying opportunity now is the best opportunity to take the buy. Loving you is a losing game. How long this market is gonna be this type of shitty market? How long? Until market is inside this candle. See this candle? Until market is inside that candle, it will be shitty. While this market will go above outside of this candle, it is going to be so beautiful again. So beautiful again. After market go outside of this range, it has to go outside of this range to be so beautiful again. Loving you is a losing you. Come on. You start failing in bad habits, trading again. What did you say, brother? I didn't understand. See this buy, trade is done for me. 28 handle and then 20, maybe 25 handle or 26 handle, something like that. My trade is done for today. Today's morning session around London session, I spent 1 hour to talk about this psychology. I am here in live. I have to frame the trade. I'm framing the trade with every kind of possible entry opportunity. This was my first buy for today. Forget about the first presented gap because that is different. This was my first buy for today. It has given me 28 handle and then got stopped out here. I'm done for the day. It's very simple, brother. If I have two accounts, then I'll come here. I'll take a loss, then I will take that buy. See this buy, I'll take that buy. Boom. That account has been done. Forget about that one because I just reacted with a comment. Here I came to the third account, not the first account, third account. I got a loss. I'll go for the next trade for the winning trade. So if the next entry is a winning trade, I'm done with this account. First account, boom, done. Second account, boom, loss, and then boom, done. Third account, took a loss, waiting for the next entry opportunity. Two loss, I'm done with this trade or this account. Apex 90% discount today, guys. Take advantages of it. Yeah, please do it. There is the 90% discount actually, and I don't think so. It costs that. So it's 90%. How much is it? I don't remember. Okay. Got you, Murad. Murad, did you get it, man? If you follow the rules, you didn't hurt your account. If you follow the rules, I have one account, just one account. My trade is done here. I have two account. First account, I'm done. Second account, one loss for 15 handle. Second loss for near about 64 handle. Done for the second account. Third account, one loss. Will wait for the next opportunity. If it is a loss, then I'm done for the third account. Whatever account size, it will depend on my trading. How many times I'm going to trade. One account, one trade. I'm done for that. Do you get it, man? Murad, 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 Murad. Where are you, man? Where are you, man? If it come here to this fair value gap, I will look for the buy again from the order block from there. If it filled 100%, then I will start to look for breaker block entry. One trade, maximum two trade. ICT trader, maximum two trade, brother. Why do you want to see that unfilled? It was unfilled. It was important until the liquidity is not taken. They're all the liquidity. Okay, so this all the buy side liquidity. Until it was not taken, it was important. While it has been taken, this buy side liquidity has been taken, now it's not important anymore. One day, if you have one funded account, your maximum trade is to trade. If one is win, you are done. If first one is a losing trade, you will go for the second opportunity. Simply, you will go for the second opportunity. If you ask me today's trade, one win, then one loss, then one huge win. I'm done. Has been broken. So while it will come here, we'll look for the same order block entry opportunity. Thank you, Mejia, Francisco Mejia. Yeah, Nisabs will think you are bad trader if you got what I mean. I got you, Morat. I got you, man. But really, I need those people who are here for a long time. At least they will spend 1 week or 2 weeks. There are some people who will come, they will see, they will go. I don't need to push the button because pushing button is the easiest thing. Here, what happened? I pushed the button there. Maybe my stop loss is here. Okay, I would love to put the stop loss over there. This is just for an example. Going to target there. In the meantime, what I will do, I will take a partial around this area. This is my partial. Now keep watching. This is what they see in YouTube. Put my stop loss to the break even. Okay, after taking the partial, put my stop loss to the break even around this area. Got stopped out to the break even. They're seeing that okay, he's profitable. But the problem is, if I was wrong, my stop loss was here around this area because I was pretty much sure that market is not coming here before tapping to this area. If I'm wrong and I get stopped out for near about 60 handle, I'll say okay, I just take one loss. I just took one loss. This is the thing they have to understand. Otherwise, it has been filled 100%. This gap has been filled 100%. Until this low is not taken, I will look for a breaker block entry now. Until this low is not taken. If this low is taken, no breaker block is valid to me. I will go for the normal price action. I would love to look for the breaker block now. Low, high, lower low. See this candle? If the body can close above that candle, that is my 95% winning rate breaker block. If the body can close above that candle, something is happening. I have no idea what is happening because 11 a.m. candle is giving me like how many handle? 89 handle. Oh man, this is disaster. Bro, I don't miss that. When I get stopped out, for example, I took that sell, I got stopped out. I told 100 times that this is my buy. Push the button because I'm in online, but this is my buy. When I frame a trade, I framed it by seeing 90% sure that it is going to work. If I get stopped out and give me re-entry opportunity, I'll take re-entry over there. I never miss the trade. But if it doesn't give me the re-entry opportunity and keep falling, in that type of situation, I say that okay, my trade was wrong, my idea was wrong, I shouldn't look for that entry opportunity from there. It is a wrong idea. But if I get stopped out, I know why I get stopped out, because that was just a reaction from the new week opening gap consequent crossment, called the reaction from there. So why I get stopped out? Because of that reaction. I have to take re-entry. I can't miss this trade. I know that it will go over there. My analysis can't be wrong. If it was wrong, it wouldn't give me the next opportunity to take re-entry. Same thing here. See, I took a buy here, I got stopped out here. When I got stopped out here, and then market is falling, so my framing trade was wrong. But if it would go and close one tick above this order block, I would take re-entry, because my analysis was telling me it should go higher. So I'll go for that. Do you understand, brother ICT trader? So I never feel frustrated for missing trade. Gold. What is happening in gold? Akshay? I'm waiting to see a body close above this line. If it can close above this line, that is going to be my breaker block so far. So my new buy will be from this breaker block. I am only interested to look for the breaker block entry now. No other entry is valid to me until this buy side liquidity. All I need a body close one tick above this breaker block before taking any swing low. So if there is any other swing low has been taken, I will look for the breaker block, new breaker block. But right now or until now, this is only breaker block. Why? Because it came to this unfilled gap and filled this gap 100%, failed to take the low, which is the origin of this setup. So I'm more interested to look for the buy. What is your higher time frame PDRA? The new weak opening gap, constant engrossment. Can I take an inversion gap? No. Can I take an order block? No. Can I take an 22 YT model? No. What should I look for? Only breaker block. Gold is working beautifully. Wow. Manu, you didn't listen to me. I have already given you the reply. I think you didn't listen to me. That unfilled gap was important until this buy side liquidity was not taken. See, this buy side liquidity, until it was not taken, it was important. So here there is no way to lose the money. While this liquidity has been taken and made a new liquidity, I can use this unfilled gap for my breaker block. If it wouldn't make the new liquidity, I couldn't use this gap anymore. There was no unfilled gap, nothing. This gap doesn't have any value. It has the value in other way. That is the last fair value gap to that specific leg. This is the last fair gap. Okay. So I gave you the reply one time. I gave you the reply one more time here. This unfilled gap was important while this market was going higher. It was going higher until that buy side liquidity. While the buy side liquidity has taken, this unfilled gap has finished its job. It doesn't have any value anymore as an unfilled gap. In other way, this is the last fair value gap. In other way, okay. But as market has built new buy side liquidity, I'm going to use this unfilled gap to use the breaker block logic. Okay. If it wouldn't make that buy side liquidity, I would simply remove this gap and I would mark it as a last fair value gap. So I wouldn't look for the breaker block. I would look for some kind of order block entry over here, not the breaker block entry. I think, brother, it is clear now. Though I gave you the reply one time. Loving you is a losing game. দেবে কি কেউ জীবনের উষ্ণতা সত্য আশা, তোমরা কেউ কি দিতে পারো প্রেমিকার ভালোবাসা, দেবে কি কেউ জীবনের উষ্ণতা সত্য আশা ভালোবাসার আগে নিজেকে নিয়েও বাজিয়ে আমার মনের মতো নিয়েও সাজিয়ে আমি বড় পথে একটি নাটকে দেখি মহাকাল মঞ্চে তোমায় ভালোবাসি অসীমে ভালোবাসা বুঝেনি ও আমায় ভালোবাসি অতুলে ভালোবাসা তুমি দেখিনি এত অজানি if you keep trading, if you keep over trading, man, every single person will lose the money. Everyone, not even me, but also ICT, but also everyone will keep losing money. So, if you want to compare me, man, I'm in live streaming. If I tell that, okay, that is the last entry I have outlined for today, I'm not interested to frame any other trade. 90% of the people will leave this stream. So I have to keep framing the trade. But if you are trading in your funded account, you have to know one thing, and that is if you keep over trading, you will lose the money. The consequences of over trading is losing money. You can't keep over trading. You have to stop over trading. Whoever is starting to judge me, that is my trade for today. I'm done for the day. Every single day I will go for one winning trade. I'm done for the day. But as I'm in live here, so I have to frame the trade. I'm framing the trade. Still, my trading is stop loss is going to be very, very, very specific and reasonable stop loss. And if I get on losing trade, for example, I took that loss. This one is not acceptable. I took one loss. I will mitigate my loss with my second with my second entry. No, you are wrong. You am not here to see you keep trading, but to watch the good trade. No, I'm not talking to you, Manu. I have already told you the reply about the unfilled fair value gap, I think. So I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everyone. Play Dukho Bilash in your computer. Brother, I can't do that. It will be the the copyright issue. It will be the copyright issue. Even I don't need to take this trade. My trade is done over here. This is my trade which I have done here. From there to until this area, 46 handle. That 46 handle is done. Take the risk of 16 handle, 2 tick or 1 or 2 tick. It will be my done trading for today. I know, but I just give my opinion. Thank you, Manu. Today, can you frame the breaker block trade? I'm waiting for the breaker block, brother. So if the body close 1 tick above this box, this is going to be my breaker block. Until now, if it doesn't make another lower low, then I will look for the new breaker block. Until now, this is my breaker block. If you ask me the question, I will try to answer you, brother. If you ask me the question, I will try to give you the reply. Looks like it's the time to clear some sell side liquidity before going to the highs. Let's see, brother. The problem is here is the consequent encroachment. Okay, while the consequent encroachment has been broken, the next level is this high to give the reaction. Of course, it can be reacted with the upper quadrant of the new week opening gap. There is nothing wrong. It can do that. So let me check the upper quadrant of that this area. Okay, this is the upper quadrant. This 50% line is the upper quadrant of that new week opening gap. This is the upper quadrant. Yeah, so far it is reacting from this upper quadrant. So beautifully it is being reacted from the upper quadrant of that new week opening gap. It can fall a bit, but if it would love to fall, there has to break some specific level. First of all, the constant crossment has to be broken. Secondly, this 15-minute fair value gap has to be broken. Thirdly, this first presented fair value gap has to be broken. It's really so difficult to break all of this line. In other way, you can see this candle came here to trade this propulsion block, didn't tap to this order block, trades this propulsion block. Now it is going higher. Made the unfilled gap filled to make the breaker block before going higher. So I prefer to go higher because liquidity taken has been done by this leg. All this low, that low, that low has been taken. Trend is my friend, so it has taken the 1 minute liquidity. It should go higher now. Just my opinion. Okay, so because no one will convince me, they know the future even in trading. I'm asking you now, looking behind this day, what would you do different? I will stop trading. That is the only thing I can do differently. I will stop trading until this market is not going to leave the range of this candle. See this candle, until this market is not going to leave the range of this candle, I will stop trading. This is the only thing I can do here. In a different way. I have made payout with top step and my funded forex fund, something like that. I don't remember the name of that company. I blew some account from FTMO, 2 or 3 account with FTMO. I never be able to pass the second phase of FTMO. In that time, there was no prop from like top step, my funded futures or something like that. Yeah, top step is my lucky jump. And then later my funded futures has came. I tried to get a payout from my funded futures one time actually, but I failed. I have passed near about 6 eval in live by showing the account. and after passing them, I just let them go. I never trade that account. Everything I have done in live by showing the account size. Still, I have one take profit trader account where I have near about $116, something like that. Funded account, I don't trade over there as well. I don't know how long I have to. I can't stay without trading. If it is gone, it is gone. Still, I am getting the payout from Top Step like $4,000 every month. I lost near about $38,000 last year from Top Step. Near about $38,000. I lost them last year. No, 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 Tamimi, no, no, please. No, Tamimi, no, no, let him tell. I need that comment, Tamimi. I need that comment, brother, please. Seriously, I need that. Until this low is not taken, I'll look for the breaker block. If this low is taken, no breaker block is valid. So far, I have the breaker block here. I don't have any other breaker block. So this is the breaker block until now, okay? I can see Jack, the last fair looker from 15-minute chart, is holding the market. Wow, that is so powerful. I want him to be broken, but maybe around the PM session. Oh, why, man? Why, man? Let him say whatever he wants to say. I want all of other to read those comments. It is important for them. Those people are with here for a long time. This is the side effect of free things, you know. Main theme is, if I would love to give you the entry, right? If you want the copy trade, if you want the signal, why I will give that for free to you? Are you kidding, man? Why I will give that free to you? Pay me, I will give you the signal. Pay me $10,000 every month. I'll make the profit for you. That's my challenge. You will get your payout. Wow. No breaker block is valid anymore. Something is not right. If you say this is a normal price action, I'm gonna cry. This is not a normal price action. 130 handle candle. Oh shit. Okay. Last travel gap at 8:10 a.m. is the draw. Now I'm ready to long. Let's see, brother, if it can give the long now. What is happening, man? Why this type of candle? The first presented gap didn't break yet. No sell is valid. So if anyone is willing to take sell, be careful, okay? It is the Trump party. Okay, that's cool. Market tapped to the new day opening gap high. Still, this candle didn't close below this 50-minute last parallel gap over here. If it could tap to this gap, that would be the best. In my opinion, that would be the best. Nobody has closed below this 50-minute, first presented gap. Still now, this is a really good area to think about the buy. I'm not give up yet. Still, it is a good opportunity to look for buying opportunity here. But it would be the best if this candle could tap to this parallel gap. That would be the best. I don't think so. It's a good idea to touch this market. The volatility is huge now. It's a huge volatility. 48 handle volatility of this candle. Even if you are able to take an entry, you won't be able to put your stop loss in a logical level. I think so. It's broken. Below the first presented gap, no buy is valid. So I have to frame the sell. This gap is my selling opportunity. I'm not able to take this sell because of the stop loss. The stop loss is going to be huge. So not we will not be able to take the sell from here around this area. Stop loss has to be at least here 4700, not enough, and this is the sell side liquidity. That could be the target, but not able to take this sell because stop loss and the volatility. There is no buying opportunity. How can you take the buy while this market is below the new day opening gap high, below the first presented gap, and it is reaching for some specific sell side liquidity, which is very clean sell side liquidity. Let me show you from here, a very clean sell side liquidity. How can you think about the buy? If I give my everything, okay, like everything, I will show them, man, you wanna be profitable, this is what you have to do. They will never take it. They will keep complaining. It doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But they don't want to listen to me. Never ever. In this morning session, not this morning session, around the London session, I have successfully wasted near about 1 hour. Just showed them, challenged them, accept my challenge. Why don't you accept my challenge? I challenged you. Whatever I told you over there, if you follow them, you will get your payout. You will be a profitable trader. You don't need to worry about other people. You will be a profitable trader. They don't want to listen. They don't want to accept the challenge. All they can do is just complain. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. But they don't want to accept my challenge. Accept my challenge, then prove me wrong. Then tell me that no, it doesn't work. Why don't you do that? It's an open challenge. I will ask, I will do whatever you want, you will tell me to do. I will do. Even if you don't know how to trade, still you will get your payout. Still you will get your payout. That's the challenge. Why don't you accept my challenge? Whoever is not profitable, whoever is struggling with the with getting the being profitable, why don't you accept my challenge? Why don't you follow those things? What I have told you, it is too hard, because you are wrong. You are wrong. Not everyone. You are wrong. You won't be able to follow the. You won't be able to accept that challenge because you know that you are wrong. You won't be able to follow that. That is why you are not accepting that. All you can do is complain, 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 and complain. This doesn't work like that way, brother. Even if you don't know anything about trading, nothing, just there is something called ICT, and like fair value gap, just the fair value gap, nothing else. Still you'll be profitable. You will get your payout if you follow that things I have shown in this morning session live. I mean, not morning session live, before the morning session, around the London session. It is that much confirmed. You there is no other way without being profitable. No, man, people are losing money because not people. You are losing money, Manu, because you are not interested to be a profitable trader. It's your problem, brother, not people. People are, whoever is following those things, they are getting profit, man. Lot of people are getting profit. Lot of people are getting profit. Otherwise, nobody spent time over here. Nobody. It is too easy to get profit. It is too easy to get profit. But the problem is you can't be the winner of your own battle. You can't be, man. All we can do is just complain, 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 complain. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm profitable. I'm not profitable. I'm not profitable. Nobody's profitable. Everyone is like, no, man. You are not profitable. Not everyone. If I ask you your 1 month PNL, okay, your 1 month execution, you won't be able to show me that because you did overtrade, you did over leveraged. That is why you are not getting your payout, brother. Without seeing your account, I can tell that why you are not profitable. Because you are doing overtrade, you are doing over leveraged. That is the only thing you are doing. That is why you are not getting your payout. If any of you are not going to get the payout, and if you are complaining because it doesn't work, please watch the live I have done few hours ago. Watch that live. Over there I told you to do something very specifically. I told you to do something. Do that things for 3 months, then come back to me and tell me, no brother, it didn't work. If you can tell me that, I will never come in this live. How many people are watching? 170 people are watching. I will all of these people are going to be my what witness. Okay, I will never ever come to in front of my chart, at least not in my life. I will never ever come over here. If you can do that, that's my challenge, brother. Watch it. I have everything I have cleared over there. The system I have told over there. Follow those things. Whatever I told over there, follow those things, and then come back to me and tell me that, no brother, it didn't work. I didn't get my payout. Still I'm a loser. If you can do that, I will stop trading. I will do everything I'm doing over here. I will stop everything. That's my open challenge. Since price was below first presented buy should no man, there is no trade is valid now. There is no price action right now. After 11:30, there is no trade. I don't give a fuck anymore, okay? This is so simple. I have told you the rules. You want to follow, you want to copy my trade, go and fuck off. I'm not saying to you, okay, Usman? Who asked me this question? I think Usman. No, or TJ. I'm not telling this to you, brother. The rules is from 11:30 to until 12:50, there is no trade. I want to do the PM session, so I'm staying here. If you don't like it, leave it. I will do my own things. What I'm seeing, I'm not telling anything over here because there is no price action from 11:30 to 12:50. You don't want to follow the rules. You want to complain? No, it's not acceptable. I'm really done. Okay, because this shit is not possible. To work all of this negativity, it's not possible, man. No, TJ, I'm not telling this to you. TJ, I'm telling this to only Manu. Okay, sometimes I get upset on him. TJ, please don't misunderstand me, man. I'm personally this is talking to Manu. We have like previous kind of competition or something like that. So I'm talking to Manu only. I would love to do the PM session. That is why I'm still here. First presented gap, fair value gap, nothing is important. After 11:30 to until 12:50, no trade is valid. Simply no trade is valid. No, Manu, you wanna be a profitable trader? Talk to me very clearly, okay? You wanna be a profitable trader. Just listen to me. Give me my reply. Do you want to be a profitable trader from this trading? It's a very simple question. Yes or no? 4 a.m. 15-minute candle. Brother, from 11:30 to 12:50, I don't want to read the market. I don't care about anything. Where the market will go, I don't care about anything else. Of course, I want why else I would lose 3 years of my life learning to trade. Okay. If you want to be a profitable trader, you have to do one thing. Every single day, maximum 2 trade with the lowest levers. First, I'm asking you to make 5 funded account. Now you can say, brother, I can't do it. Buy 5 Tradify account. Gather the money, save the money, buy 5 Tradify account. I'm talking to Manu only, not anyone else. Just with Manu. Buy 5 Tradify account, 50k funded account. At least 50k. If you can make more, it's up to you. All those 5 account, you will go for maximum 3 micro contract entry. Your maximum stop loss will be 25 handle. Maximum stop loss 25 handle. That doesn't mean you will take the entry and your stop loss has to be here. But to make 25 handle, you will have to put it over here. No. If the stop loss cover your 25 handle, you will take it. If it doesn't cover, then don't take it. 3 micro contract, maximum 25 handle. Your target will be 1:1. No more than like 100 handle, no 50 handle, nothing. You will go for maximum 2 trade. If your first entry is a winning trade, you take a buy here. Your stop loss was 25 handle, maybe 23 handle. Your target was maximum 25 handle, maximum 25 handle. That is your target. It's a winning trade. In one account, done that account. Go to your next account. Go for 2 trade. 2 losing trade, done. Go to your third account. 2 losing trade, done. Fourth account. 1 win, done. Fifth account. 1 loss, 1 win, done. Your trading is done for that day. Do that. Maximum, remember, 3 micro contract. Maximum stop loss 25 handle. Maximum target 25 handle. Maximum target. If you can close it around 18 handle. For example, your stop loss is 18 handle. And you took a partial 18 handle, then you hold your trade 25 handle. That doesn't matter. There is no problem. Every entry you will target 25 handle. You will take partial 1:1. You will close 2 micro contract.